is to find an appropriate edge. And an appropriate edge would be a place of intense sensation, but not injury. And we look for this appropriate edge because at the edge is where we can really find, how we really react in these moments. It can help us to better understand ourselves and even change some of the patterns that we may have. Let's take our last 3 breaths, breathing deeply, inhaling, and exhale. 2 more, breathing in, and exhale. Last breath, and exhale. Slowly bring the spine back to neutral. From here, we're going to bring the left foot over top of the right knee and bring the right foot under the left knee, creating a square. Knees are in front of the hips, ankles are over and under the knees. Okay? Inhaling, long spine up, and exhale your prayer over the outer edges to just give some pressure. Finding an intense sensation in your left hip. Breathing deeply here. Finding your edge. Moving to the second principle of Yin, which is finding stillness. So once we've found an appropriate edge, we want to create stillness within the mind. Space between the thoughts. Although the body will vibrate with the rhythm of the breath, we have an opportunity as we stay here to find space between the thoughts and allow the thoughts to rise and fall like waves. Again, just another opportunity to explore our reactions and our habitual patterns. And with every exhale, letting go of the thoughts as they fall and dissipate. Last 3 breaths, deeply in. And exhale. 2 more like that. In deeply. And exhale. Last breath. And exhale. Slowly bring the spine back to neutral. And this time bringing the feet all the way to the outer edges of the hips. Knees are stacked in front of the midline of the body. Okay? Again, finding the Ishta Triparasities and finding grounding under the sits bones. Heels of the hands can support the front of the ankles here. Spine is long, inhaling deeply. As you exhale, falling over the front knee, chin rests down in front of the knee. Look at forehead or nose or whatever reaches for you today. Breathing deeply here. Feeling the intensity in the left hip, and then finding your edge and finding stillness. We move to the third principle of Yin, which is remaining in the posture for a period of time. There's many benefits to staying here, of course, as we understand and begin to become aware of our patterns. Being in these postures for longer and longer period of time just cultivates more and more tolerance and patience and compassion for self. Begin to take on a different perspective of ourselves. And then finding your edge and finding stillness. We move to the third. Slowly bringing the torso to neutral. The right leg comes out in front of the body, right foot is flexed. Left foot comes flat on the outer edge of the right knee, finding those sits bones again and just repositioning your foundation nice and strong. Left hand goes 6 to 8 inches behind the sacrum in the midline of the body. Leaning back and raising the right arm on the inhale to create space for the rib cage and the belly. Exhaling, finding a little bit of twist and hooking the right elbow to the outer edge of the left knee, twisting and looking over your left shoulder here. With every inhale, lengthening a little more. With every exhale, deepening your twist. The last principle of Yin Yoga is to move very, very slowly in and out of postures. So we've come to that appropriate edge. We've found stillness between the thoughts. slowly allows them to remain healthy. Like a plastic credit card, if we bend it back and forth very quickly like we would pump a muscle, it will crack, right? But if we hold it in a rounded position for a period of time and then put it down on the table, it will stay rounded, right? So in the same way, we're really effecting a change in the fascial cells here, in the fascial lines of the body. Last 3 breaths, inhaling deeply, and squeeze it out. 2 more. Expand and squeeze. Last twist. And exhale. Good. Releasing the twist, coming neutral again. And let's just bring the left foot to the side. The left hip again, finding your foundation, making sure it's nice and stable. Right foot is flexed and the outstretched leg in front of us. Another long spine inhale. And exhale, forward fold. With every exhale, opening the mouth and allowing all of the toxins to release from the liver and gallbladder, stomach and spleen, kidneys, and all of the organs. Practicing here today on the Golden Apple Rock that I actually bedrock self. And the benefit of being on the Golden Apple Rock is it actually intensifies the toxin release. Strengthens the immune system, impacts the circulation, a lot of healing properties here. So with every exhale, if we open the mouth and really release the breath, we can actually release a lot more toxins. Last 3 breaths like that. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. Last 2 breaths.